Hi, Jen Jodwin here, Advanced Holistic Nutritionist from Healthy Living with Jen J. I wanted to come on here today and talk a little bit about plant-based nutrition for teenagers specifically. So a lot of the information I've been sharing over this series has been, it's really for children and teens, and especially the images that I've been sharing with the daily requirements of nutrients. That's basically from, 7 months of age to 18 years old. But I wanted to come on here and talk a little bit about plant-based nutrition for teenagers, just because they do have a little bit higher demand for nutrients when they hit that rapid stage of growth after the age of 13 or so. So a vegan and plant-based diet is or can be enjoyed by people of all ages. And as more and more families and teenagers are actually opting for plant-based diets, I can help them I can play an important role in supporting their nutritional needs, as well as reassuring you as parents who may be concerned about their health, that a balanced plant-based diet can most certainly meet all nutrient needs for continued growth and development. So teenage, vegetarians, vegans, plant-based lifestyles, they all have the same nutrient needs as other teenagers. Although during the ages of 13 to 18, 19 years old, many children or teenagers experience rapid growth and change. And so the nutrient needs are consequently much higher. So the key to a healthy plant-based diet for a teenager is variety and a lot of it. So as a parent, you should be concerned if your teenagers are eating only potato chips and toast. However, a well-planned diet for teens would include plenty of vegetables and fruits, including dark leafy green veggies, nuts, seeds, whole grain products, beans, pulses, and healthy fat sources. If you head over to my Facebook group, I have shared, or I will be sharing, an image in the resource section for the energy requirements of our kids and teens. And this will give you, a ballpark figure of how much food your children should be eating and your teens should be eating on a daily basis to meet their nutritional requirements. So I will leave you the link to my Facebook group in the description of this video. You just have to click it and request to join. And in that, if you just go to the search box in the group, you'll be able to check out the resources for this series, okay? So now, protein for your teens. If your teen is a vegetarian and they're including low-fat dairy products in their diet, they shouldn't have any difficulty in meeting their protein needs as long as their diet is balanced and is meeting their calorie requirements. If your teen is vegan or plant-based, then you would want to be looking at whole food plant-based options of protein such as beans, whole grain breads, cereals, nuts, tofu, plant milks, which are all really great sources of protein. And these are things that we've talked about earlier in the series. And in fact, I can provide you a link to my video where I talk about protein for our children and protein sources. One thing to note, though, that there are foods that contain minimal amounts of protein. And so these are ones that, like, while all plant foods contain protein, these ones contain minimal amounts, and so they shouldn't be relied upon as a main source of protein, and that would include fruits, vegetables, and fats such as avocados. So it's important to know that a plant-based diet that's predominantly based on these foods will lack dietary protein, as well as other important nutrients that come from eating foods that are high in protein, such as the beans and the grains and cereals and nuts and tofus. So, of course, calcium is also another really, really high required nutrient in the teenage years, which is why it's really important that in that variety of healthy plant-based food, your teens are also eating a lot of dark green leafy veggies, broccoli, cauliflower, kale, Brussels sprouts, collards, Swiss chard, and sauteing them for about 8 minutes to help deactivate nutrients that are going to interfere with absorbing calcium. I hope this information has been helpful for you. I'm trying to keep these videos really short and condensed and not give too much overwhelming information. If you have more questions about your teens starting or transitioning or being on a plant-based diet, feel free to leave me a comment. Join my Facebook group. There'll be plenty of information in there as well, and you'd be able to get directly in contact with me through there and help you out. If you liked this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and share this video with your social media. And I really appreciate you being here today. I do want to also mention that if you haven't already, I encourage you to grab the downloadable free checklist guide for parents that you can actually put on your fridge. And this guide is a parent's printable checklist for plant-based children of every age. And so it basically shows, it's a checklist for each age category that indicates how many servings of which categories of food children and teens should be eating every day, and allows for that visual aspect so that your children and your teenagers are understanding the nutrition behind what they're eating. So that is free. I will give you the link to that in the description as well. You can head over to my website and download that. And thank you all so much for watching this quick video. Bye.